Hi, welcome back. It's good to see you guys again. Just wanted to touch on some subjects that I spoke about earlier. I had mentioned earlier that I was in the Middle East for 6 years. I actually spent 3 years in Dubai and I spent 3 years in Israel. Um, both with very, very different experiences. I can assure you that. Uh, so I'll go first to talk about Israel. Uh, I actually lived in a commune in Israel for 3 years. It was in the south, in the Negev desert, and I actually met my first wife there. I've been married several times, but that was my first wife over there, Sarit. Um, yeah, so it was an experience that I was very young when I was there. I was about 17 years old. It was a life-changing experience. I learned the meaning of hard work and responsibility. I did many, many different jobs while I was there. It was quite a nice commune. I mean, it was you know, kibbutzim. If you don't know anything about them, there were, you know, when after the Second World War, uh, the safety of communities was in groups. So it was based like kind of like a socialist type of environment actually, because everything was equal. The housing was equal, and everybody ate together in the dining hall, and everybody worked. You didn't get a salary, but everything was provided for you, and it was yeah, very nice experience. I mean, we had everything there. They had their own school, high school. They had their own movie theaters. They had factories. They had a metal factory. They had a ceramic factory. Uh, they grow chickens, over 1 million chickens a year. Where I was, actually, I actually worked a long time with the chickens. Uh, they had a lot of agriculture. They had orange groves. They had grapefruits. Uh, I think they had olives. They had cotton. I worked also for a while in the cotton fields. So it was very good experience. I had a great time there. I really did. Uh, and it was based on socialism, basically. So we had, you know, great food. It was you were able to put your name on a list for a car for the weekend if you wanted to go to the beach or something. And there were a lot of events and shows, and there was plenty to do. It was really, really a life changing. I met a lot of volunteers from all over the world. Used to come and spend their summers there. They would they'd work in the groves, in the orange groves or grapefruit groves, and pick oranges, or work in the cotton fields, or work with the chickens. They had a dairy section as well, and actually there was an Arab family that was adjacent to the kibbutz, which had quite a lot of acreage, and they had a watermelon farm, and their kids went to the high school, and there was no issues. They were very welcomed, as part of the community, and yeah, it was interesting. I've been to all the major religious locations. I've been to Nazareth. I've been to Bethlehem. I've uh, I've been to the West Bank. I've been to Gaza. Uh, and actually, it's interesting. My best man in my wedding many years later was actually Palestinian. He was the best man in my wedding, Nick. Shout out to Nick. Uh, so it was interesting. It was very interesting. We had our own doctor. They had their own barber shop. Well, I don't need a barber shop now, but they had it then. And I remember they even, we had the doctor. I remember he took us one time. Took a group of us, we were volunteers. He took us to a Bedouin family, and we had a lunch there. It was very nice. They were very polite and everything. There's a lot of Arab Druze in Israel. and many of them serve in the military as well, and they're very pro-Israel. I mean, it's such a sad situation that has that's come about in the Middle East over there in Israel. Um, I think that the leadership of the Palestinians that the Palestinians voted in, Hamas, was not a very good idea. And as we can see the result of it, what's happening today. And I know there's a lot of debate and people, I think people don't really know the whole story of this part of the world. Uh, and I guess now I see a lot on the internet that everybody is like, arguing with each other and this, that land was stolen and they should have a two-state solution. But actually, there wasn't land stolen. They were offered many times, the Palestinians, the settlements. They were offered, I think, like 4 times, and they rejected it every time. So when you had leadership that just was bent on destroying the state of Israel, uh, the outcome is not going to be good. So I don't know what the outcome is going to be now. I think that I've watched a lot of videos and seen even one of the sons of the founding of Hamas, founders of Hamas, is actually working with the Israeli government, the Israeli intelligence, and it's just unfortunate that the Palestinians themselves are being the pawns of this whole situation, where the leadership of Hamas, living the life of very wealthy people, let me tell you, they've stolen a lot of money from the Palestinians, and it's a shame. It's really a shame. On the other hand, I also spent 3 years in Dubai, and I have Saudi friends. I have friends from the UAE that I had a great time there. I had set up a company for them in Dubai, and I was treated extremely well. These are guys that they're very close to me, and again, this was an experience. I was there with my second wife, and it was a great experience, great learning experience. I have the benefit of having both cultures embedded in me. I know it quite well. I know the Muslim culture and I know the Jewish culture, and I think it was a great learning experience. It's something that not a lot of people get to experience, and I was fortunate to experience this. Um, I just hope that the future for this area of the world is going to be a peaceful existence for everybody. Um, I know that there's a lot of conflict now in the U.S. and universities and protesting. I really don't think they understand 100% what's going on. I hate to see that that these organizations, the terrorist organizations that are deemed terrorist organizations, are trying to put propaganda into these students, and they really don't have any idea what the situation really is. And you'll be surprised. I mean, you have Ethiopian Jews, Black Jews, you have Druze that are in the IDF, and I just pray that that soon there will be some positive outcome to all this situation. And I guess that's all I can say today. So stay tuned. I will keep you informed, and I'll bring up some other subject that we can discuss. Your comments are always welcome, and I'd like to hear from you. So till next time, thank you.